Good morning, Hangout Gang. The time is 6:48 or 6:51. No, actually it's 7:04. I'm sorry. It is 7:04, and we are back doing our daily TNA analysis. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and rocking out with me. Before we get started, please hit the like, subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button or the thumb down. It does not cost you anything. It only takes a second, and it helps us with the YouTube algorithm, helps us get in front of more viewers, and it also lets us know what type of videos that you guys like and what type of videos that we should continue to make more of. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the charts. We're going to go over Bitcoin, going to go over XRP, and we're going to cover Solana today. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the charts. Here we have Bitcoin dominance chart. As you can see, the money is flowing into Bitcoin. You have that 21 crossed the 50, the 80, and the 100 SMA, and it brought the money flow into Bitcoin. As you can see, it is chopping sideways. It is about 50% on the RSI and MACD, so it's about equal to the money flowing in and out of Bitcoin. But if you tune into the total market cap, and you see what is going on here with the altcoins, you see all the money flew out of the altcoins and then the money flying into Bitcoin, right? So you had here on the altcoin market cap, you had the 21 cross the 50 and the death cross, and price actually went along with it, right? And Bitcoin price saw a reflection of that. Now here's the total market cap for altcoins here. It's the same thing shown here. You see the 21 crossing the 50 and you see price action going down. You see a high, a lower high, lower high, lower high, and you see the price action move downwards, right? Now let's go look at back into the Bitcoin. Right, so this is Bitcoin. This is the hour chart, Bitcoin hour chart, and as you can see, that 21 did a death cross with the 50 and the 80, and that price action came down. Now you have a high, a lower high, and a lower high. So therefore you have that downward trend line, right? And this is the wrong one. I need to look at this one. There we go. And as you can see, still. You had that high, lower high, lower high, lower high, right? So it is still trending downwards. It is still caught up in that downward trend line. As you can see, it came down here, touched support, came back up to the trend line. The bulls didn't show up enough to push it above 27K, so it fell back down. Like I said, you had that lower high, and it's producing another lower high here, so I suspect it to fall back down even more towards 25K. If 25K does not hold a support, then I expect 25.9 does not hold a support, then I expect the low 25K. And if the low 25K, 25,300 doesn't hold support, then you will have 23K in the cards, okay? Just keep that in mind. As you can see, it's already producing on the lower high. 21 is already crossing below the 50, and the price action is starting to come along with it. So let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. Bitcoin 4-hour chart. As you can see, same thing. RSI is about 50 and 50. So that's, as you can see, and it's reflected here in the selling pressure. Selling pressure is 50 coming in, 50 coming out. It's not a lot of selling coming in, not a lot of buying. Same thing here on the MACD, right? Okay, let's take a look at the daily chart. Bitcoin daily chart, you have the same thing. You have more selling pressure yesterday than you did buying pressure so far. So as you can see, it's reflected right here. It's this hammer on this candle. Now, you need the bulls to come up and push above 26K to break up out of this trend line, and then eventually push above 27K. If it doesn't get above 27K on the daily, and doesn't produce a higher high than this right here, then it's going to roll back over. And like I said, the low 25Ks or 23Ks in the cards. Now, let's take a look at XRP real quick. As you can see, XRP daily, it is starting to chop sideways. You had a lot of money flow come in, and then it ran up, and it in that upper trend line, and then now it's chopping sideways, right? So take a look at the 4-hour chart. Same thing. You see that 21 had a golden cross back here on the 31st, and you saw that price action run up, right? And it broke out of this upper trend line, and it's still going in the trend line. It fell out of the larger trend line, but it came back into the smaller upward trend line, and it's still chopping sideways. So it needs to break this ceiling of 53 cents, ceiling of 54 cents, and to get back up into this upward trend line. and produce a higher high, right? So if it doesn't produce a higher high, then you're going to have a trend line that's going to be going down. As you can see, it's already started because you have a high here, you had a lower high, then it started reversal high, same, and now it's producing a lower high. So you're starting to have a lower trend line starting to go right there, as you can see, right? That's the 4 hour chart. Let's take a look at the hour chart. And you can see it better on the hour chart. As you can see, voila. Now I suspect XRP is going to fall down towards the 50 cents mark, and sometime today, because it's, like I said, it's producing a lower high, so it's trading and telling me that it is going to pull back some. So be on the lookout for that. Now let's take a look at Solana. Let's see here. Where are we at? So there you go. Here we are with Solana, and as you see, Solana is doing the same thing in the downward trend line. Now, why am I focused on Solana? Because Solana is one of the biggest blockchains for NFTs, and I am big on NFTs on Solana blockchain, very bullish. All right, so a little free alpha for you guys. As you can see on this hour trend line is going down. We had 21 cross over the 50 depth cross, and price action came down with it, produced high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and even lower high. So it's going to fall over and roll over below. If $18.23 doesn't hold its support, then you will see $15 in the play in the cards, right? $15 in the cards. If $15 doesn't hold support, then $14 will be in play. So this is the hour chart, right? This is the hour chart. It's like it's starting to form a little bit of a rounded bottom. So if it doesn't push above $19.08, then it's not going to, and it doesn't push above $20.48, then it will roll over, because we need to produce a higher high than $19.95. Okay, if it does do that, it's going to roll over and head down towards the $15 range. Let's look at the 4 hour chart. As you can see on the 4 hour chart, same thing. And then at 21 is crossing the 50, crossing the 200, the 80, and price action came down. As you can see, price action is still nose diving, or taking, so to say. Look at the daily. It will reflect and show you the same thing. You see, downward trend line. Now, back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance. So the money flow is coming in, right? And on the Bitcoin dominance chart, it looks like it's starting to form a bull flag a little bit. So you might have a little price action. As you can see, that 21 crossed over that 50. So that actually is pretty good. So the money continuing to flow into Bitcoin, and it's flowing out of the altcoins, and you can tell and it's reflecting on the crypto bubbles, right? FTT, wow, 16%, pretty big. But anything that is not FTT or Bitcoin is not showing any green. It's showing red in the bubbles. The bubbles are reflecting this, and it is because the money is flowing into the Bitcoin. It is evidenced by the Bitcoin market cap, right? Now, right now it is above the 200 SMA. It possibly could come down and hit the 200 SMA and bounce back up. You know, the government turned on the money printers, and there is a correlation between the government turning on the money printers and Bitcoin, price of Bitcoin rising. Maybe we'll cover that. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll cover that later on. Maybe we'll do a little video or something on that later on, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. What me and my real estate partner were talking about. So keep in mind, you know, as the money is flowing into Bitcoin, now is a chance for you to buy the altcoins at cheaper. You know, when in red, you buy the dip. When the green, sell it all. No, sell your profit in the green. So, like you see, yeah, a lot of red in the market, lots of red, and it's evidence. It's reflected right here on the Bitcoin dominance chart, and right here on the altcoin market cap. As you can see, everything is reflected right here. Exact same thing. Alright, thanks for tuning in to Hangout Gang. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for watching the TA. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know what you thought about the host, Crypto Crane. Hey, you know, he's ugly. He got a big pimple on his forehead. Let me know. Comment. I will respond back. We love to interact with our viewers and those that comment. And I'm thinking about doing a raffle or a giveaway. Maybe we'll give away NFTs, some Bitcoin, maybe even some XRP. So stay tuned for what's coming up in the future. But so long, Hangout Gang. To the next video. I will see you to the next TA. We will do it big. Peace.